Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about knowing who your friends are. And basically, a lot of people go overseas and a lot of people are worried about locals. Now, some countries, the police are very corrupt and the people know the police are corrupt, and some of them may have a relative that's a police officer. So they decide they're going to take advantage of foreigners. So one thing you need to learn is you need to learn who your friends are. First of all, it doesn't matter. They could be foreigners or they could be locals. The local people will rip you off. This is only in the tourist areas mostly, not in the farmland and everything. The farmland, they're happy to make $3, $4 a day, so if they rip you off, it might be only like 25 cents. Like one time I was at a bus stop and the lady charged some Khmer girls like, let's just say $1 for some bananas. And I went up there and she charged me $1.25 for the bananas, only a $25 difference. And I told her in Khmer no. I pointed at the girl and said, the girl, $1, me, $1. And I told her in Tagalog, Khmer. And she looked at me like, oops. And I noticed there was a Khmer lady standing like on the other side, like big smile on her face. And I walked off. She come up, she goes, that was really good what you did. I was like, oh, thank you. She goes, I didn't know you spoke Khmer. I said, oh, I've been here a while. I learned a little bit of it. Then we were talking. She goes, you don't know me, do you? I said, no, I don't think I've ever seen you before. She goes, but I was a teacher, and so I've had over 1,000 students. There's probably students that in the school that I may have met or don't remember a meeting or something to that effect. She said, oh no, you used to come into the restaurant I worked at, and I was the waitress, and I used to give you food every day for like a month, and you disappeared. I'm like, really? I said, I'm sorry, I didn't even recognize you. And she said, no, it's okay. But my point is, you will get ripped off by locals. Now, the foreigners, the expats, will rip you off by the thousands. Now, there's one scam that I said in one of my early videos about them selling a bar, opening a bar up, paying like $2,000, $3,000, needing a business partner, selling the business part of it for like $20,000 or $30,000, keeping 51%. Now they just made, let's say $30,000. So they just made $21,000 profit minus like whatever they used over the year to keep it up. Now what they do is they tell the partner, you need to pay half the expenses and the rent. And the rent winds up, they jack the rent up in order for the partner to pay 100% of the expenses. And so it winds up that they really will rip you off. And then they'll sell the other half of the bar, like 49%, to another partner. So both of them have 49%. And then the original owner keeps 2% of the bar. And he sells the other 49% for like $20, $30. So let's just say he made $40,000 off of a $3,000 investment. And then he's jacking the rent up. The rent might only be $200, but he's charging them $600, $800. So he comes out and says, I have to pay $6 for the rent, but you guys have to pay the rest of it. So it winds up that he pays the $200 and he pockets $600 or $700 a month. And the bar doesn't make any money. They want to quit. So he says, I'll give you $10,000 back each, and you guys can wash your hands with it. So he gives them $20,000 back. He still walks away with over $20,000, and he does it again. He'll sell the bar again. But the thing is, you got to know who your friends are, because you don't know who's going to rip you off. There are people, I know stories of people befriending foreigners who wind up getting killed because the foreigner finds out they have money, and so what they do is they go out and they try to kill the person in order to steal their money. Then there are people out there that, foreigners, if they find out that you have money, they are going to try to find out what they can do to get you to invest into a business that does not exist, like say like a beauty store. It does not exist, it's not going to exist, so they are going to try and get people to invest. I knew one guy in the Philippines, he had an abandoned building. Seriously, it needed walls on the side, it needed the inside to be really done, and he had an office in there, and he tried to sell space in this building as a promise that in the future it was going to be built, and it was going to be a business complex. And that's what his shtick was. He was going to sell space in a building that is not complete. So after about 6 to 8 months, there was a big sign up saying the landlord's kicking me out, and if you invested, well, your investments are now lost. And I remember meeting a guy in Cambodia that was from Maine, and we were talking, and he told me, he goes, oh, I have $50,000 to my disposal. And I said, first of all, don't tell anybody in town how much money you have. There will be people that will be very close to you, very friendly to you, and their only motive is to steal that money from you. So the best thing you can do is not, I repeat, not tell anybody you have money. If you do, they will try to rip you off. He goes, I said, you're lucky because I don't care how much money you have. I'm not going to ask you for money. I'm not going to mooch off of you, but do not tell anybody how much money you have because you will get ripped off. I met him a few years later, and he said that he was going to invest into a sub sandwich shop. And he said the owners wanted $20,000 for like 40% of the store, or he was going to build his own franchise for like $20,000. And I said, well, you better think twice about that because I know the owner, and the owner told me that they only paid like $5,000 for everything.